Welcome back. Day 2. Well, day 2 for you guys. For me, it's just a continuation of, like, your one day ago was like my... Though I guess if these are all already out, then you're just watching them in quick succession, in which case the time between was probably not that... What the f... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Those things are dope. I'm just letting you know. Chelonia, I don't know. Shit's fucking sweet. So we're still exploring around. Getting engineering. I'm gonna probably get pioneering after, so that I can get another city up. Oh, there's a siege worm. Some things never change. The ocean is definitely a lot more interesting than it once was, though. I will give it that in spades. It used to just be a lot of blue with some algae and a lot of fucking kraken. Now it's actually, like, interesting. Alright, I want to make my way back to this brain. That's a lot of firaxite. They do make it relatively noticeable now, the difference between some firaxite and a lot of firaxite, at least a little bit more. There's a lot of firaxite over here, though, jeez. It's a little far away. Oh, I must have ran into them. So they don't immediately meet you. Agreement recommendation. An agreement with Slavic Federation for civilian observatories is available. Okay, so you use these... This kind of reminds me of Endless Legends. You use your diplomatic points to make agreements, which I assume benefit you both. So, like, +1 culture from strategic resources, movement speed on roads and mag rails. Unfortunately, I don't care about anything they have. Change relationship, cooperative, sanctioned, war. I see, I see. Requirements. Either they respect me or that they fear me. I like that. They added a fear meter, so if you're totally overpowered and they're shit scared of you, they're going to do what you want, even if they don't like you. I like that they added that. Oh, there's a hydrochoral brain. Oh, you can put your explorers on them. Fucking fuck. +1 science. We're definitely gonna do health. I always seem to need health from Pharma Labs. Alright, get a worker that we can put up on this city. And we are now going to get pioneering so I can get another city up and running. We want to get some xenomass. Xenomass. Those little rock dudes. We are trying to get an alien brain right there. I don't want whatever you're selling. I like to look at the underwater farms, though. Look at that. Alright, we want you right there, bro. Just make your way there. Progenitor ruins still remain my favorite things of all time. I underestimated your leadership. They seem to like me. Don't know why, but I'm not going to argue it. God, it's... Yeah, I usually play on quick, so playing with all these high turn things makes me scared. My God, this guy does not have an expedition module, unfortunately, so, and it's a long way back to the city, isn't it? God damn it. Alright, we're just gonna have this hang around here, I guess. Trade depot actually gives you diplomatic capital as well. That's good. Alright, some research. Interactive family tree. Battered. There are aliens on that brain. I wonder if they're going to leave that brain anytime soon. I'm going to wait and see. So I can hop on it. It doesn't look like they're going to move. Alright, we got our next. They actually have roads in the ocean, really? Is that mandatory? We're going to see how this goes. Alright, we're going to get a colonist. I'm not really sure why I went the gold route. We're going to start going the science route now. I don't plan. Alright, I do plan, but just when I'm less exhausted. Well, I am actually pretty happy that you can just go into the ocean now, and this just kind of gives you aquatic trade and allows aquatic cities to move onto ocean tiles. Okay, so it just allows your cities to go out. So it looks like sea operation is just a thing now, which I'm kind of glad. Would make sense, kind of, honestly. Alright, we're going to get physics. Not that I really need physics, do I? Because we're mostly ocean. Why don't we actually get this? Because then we can get recyclers. And that would probably help our production immensely. That fucker's not going to move, is he? Alright.
If the personality traits you currently have...
Yeah, that's great. Alrighty. I'm going to send you up to our new city so we can start improving it. So I assume, and I'm just saying this out my butt obviously, that when you build, that it's similar to how it was. You know, obviously to connect your land cities by trade route, you need to build roads. I'm assuming that the ocean cities, as long as they have trade depots, are all connected. They put alien nests on firaxite now. That's... I know that it's available. Jesus Christ. Leave Brittany alone. It's going to be a long hour and a half until I'm done. For the night. All in all, given that this is kind of a guide slash review as I'm going through, I am fairly impressed with what I'm seeing thus far. There we go. I got my my colonist unit. We're gonna move him with the gunboat, obviously. All in all, though, I'm pretty impressed thus far with what they've done. This definitely doesn't have quite as much of the same vibe Oh, did it just move over there? I don't... Okay. Oh, it built the road up that way. Okie dokie. I understand. Alright, we'll build the farm down here. But yeah, one of the biggest complaints about Beyond Earth when it came out, as most of you know, is that it was very much kind of like a reskinned Civ 5, I guess you could call it. And I agree. It's obviously science fiction versus fantasy. Energy plus 4, Jesus. But this kind of doesn't have the same vibe to it, really. Like, it still feels like Beyond Earth, but the expansion into the ocean is really quite interesting, to say the least. Now, I'm obviously not going to avoid all the purity in the world, and I really am not going to attempt to. So we'll get physics. I like to get the first text first. That was a really dumb statement. But anyway, yeah, this game isn't doing I've been playing this since Civ 2 or 3, since I was a wee lad. And, I will agree that Civ 5 and Civ Beyond Earth did feel very similar. But I have never liked ocean combat, or ocean anything really, and this is kind of a nice breath of fresh air, if I do say so myself. Now, I don't actually know if I can put a city there because of Farbase 1. But we're going to find out, aren't we? Excuse my yawning. I moved the mic down a little bit so you don't have to... Cannot be found within 3 tiles. Okay. So what we'll do is move it up here, because I want both these xenomass, so we'll make it work. We will find a way. That looked pretty fucking dope, I'm not gonna lie. So with the new units, the boats kind of work like the soldiers and rangers do, except obviously, they move a bit faster. Let's get a recycler. Pacifist. I'll be a pacifist when I wreck your shit. Now, as I'm playing through this, one thing I am sort of wondering about. The victories are still all very much based off the, emancipation. They're based off what looks like to be their regular affinity. Reading, excuse me while I yawn. Promised Land, Emancipation, and Transcendence all look like they still are simply single affinity victories. So, to make the hybrid affinities effective, how does that make sense? The only thing I can think is that they maybe removed the affinity restrictions to an extent. I don't know how they would do that. I guess we're going to find out as we get going. I guess questions will be answered as we move along. We're going to keep our patrol boat kind of just chilling. And the farm is done. I like the new um, textures. Graphics. We'll call them graphics. Keep it nice and simple. Physics is done. We're going to get a mine. That is a Kraken. There is no doubt what that motherfucker is. Let's get the hell away from that. Alright, we got our main techs. Now from here, I could go robotics. I could go computing. I could actually just get one of the branch techs. Xenosiren attracts nearby alien units. That's interesting. Alien life forms obviously gives the preserve building. Can only be built on land cities. Power systems gives the Faraday thing. Gold in production. Usually we get a quest for an alien preserve building, so why don't we at least research it on the off chance it pops up. There's that meteor motherfucker. Should probably hit up there and see what that's about, I guess. More progenitor ruins. And you have an expedition module. Yes. Alright, dry dock to production can be built in aquatic cities. That would make sense. Let's pop it out. Alright, let's go. God, I need to stop yawning. Damn you people, I blame you. Look at that, that's petty. Progenitor ruin. Obviously I can't walk on that shit. Oh, Jesus. This is new. Hold on. The beasts are real, yells recovering victim Daniel Drake. Our efforts in Deep Castle have managed to revive the 2 survivors who were dragged from their homes 7 nights ago. They snatched my boy Sean from his bed with a million spiny arms. I was in the kitchen and came running his screams. 100 tiny eyes and 20 mouths is all I saw before they were off with me too. We may have a problem. Both Drakes recall being dragged to a nearby cave, where a dozen large aliens met as a pack. The group attempted to approach the Drakes, but was seemingly held at bay. At some point, I switched to my communication watch to try to call for help. The city's network doesn't reach that far, but as soon as my watch was on, the bristly bastards stayed away. After a while, they all ran off. Later, we heard more screaming from the town. It seems that our fair new city may have an unfortunate location. We have 2 options now. We can attempt to ward these aliens off with an electromagnetic barrier. However, our best bet may be to bait the Vanishers with our own food to capture and study more closely. I want to bait them. Sounds dope. Why would I not bait them? Why would I not bait those things? Like, the science you could get out of that.
If the personality...
Yes, consider new traits. That's right. Browse all potential agreements. Let's do it, bitch. Let's dance. So now my place has one extra trade depot.
Targowlia opiera się nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
No, that's a lot of work, bruh. We found a... I'm assuming that was from the progenitor ruin. Yes, it was. Now, in the olden days, you would get a piece of the progenitor signal from those ruins. It looks like I didn't get one, which is oh so unfortunate. Probably just pissed off that siege worm. Whoops. Continuing onward. Alright, the siege worm did not smash face. Oh, that looks like one of the small meteor pieces. Alright, let's get a trade vessel going. No launch complex. Old Earth relic. Why don't we get one of these? I hate yawning. Why don't we wait? Because we're not going to war yet. We can also upgrade city science yield. All right. Excuse me while I mess with my headset, my bad. Trade depot, very important. Quest decision. Production from trade depots all day. Alright. So I've gotten my explorer onto this site. Can I do anything with him? Mine. Meteorite crater. So I gotta mine 2 meteorite craters, it looks like. Which means this guy we also have to get the hydrochoral brains. Which there's one right there. So why don't we go look at that? I know the aliens like to fucking hoard around them, it seems. But there was a brain there and a brain there. If I can get both brains, I assume I win a doggy treat or some shit. Why would I ever trade and give them 10 production? Are you freaking high? Oh, because it's my city. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That makes way more sense than what I was thinking. Alright. Yeah, give them 10 production. That'd be nice. I do get another one, though, don't I? Let's get some more science first. That's my worker. Why was I really gonna just send my worker after that brain? I'm not doing well. We'll send this guy. That makes way more sense. Alright, now we just gotta find the other fragment of meteorite. The aliens don't seem that hostile anymore. I mean, I also haven't pissed them off, but... get the petroleum well. I feel like that thing's just gonna get up and start like walking toward my cities and wrecking it. Alright. +1 production, always. We have a lot of gold, so I'm probably just going to purchase a recycler. Launch. Alright. We will get a gunboat. Ah, that looked like it took a long time. Let's not do that. Get a clinic. We are slowly getting over to the brain. Now that looks new. Progenitor device? Progenitor ruins. I wish I had expedition modules. I wonder if you still, for supremacy, do you still get... Yeah, 2 supremacy. I haven't even touched that body yet. Explore, please. Alright. We'll do worker speed, why not? Cyto nursery. This explorer is heading straight for wherever that is. And of course I don't necessarily know exactly where it is. Hugh Hugh. I'm gonna find it, don't you worry. Right up there. 24 turns, no frickin' problem. Alright. We'll grab... We need some health, but obviously we're not going to get that right away. We'll grab our second trade vessel.
We have this morning I saw flocks in flight, herds moving about the plain, and listened to the sound of water mixing.
Oh, I got a point. Okay, level 2 harmony reached.
And I wept at the beauty of it all.
Trade routes can be made through miasma. Sweet. Holy upgrades. 5 heal when not embarked. We'll do this one. Considering we're in the ocean a lot right now, we'll do sea units. We'll do against melee units, and we'll do this. Alright. We shall now go for robotics for some points. in both of those. I could go... Obviously, I'm going to have to get the spy agency soon, but...
Torgowlia opiera nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
Will it really make you feel that much better? Sure, why not? I didn't even plan to go to war, but just on the off chance. Bitch, call me a pacifist one more time. I'm gonna passively... Never mind, that was gonna be inappropriate. Alright, so we've looked at one of the brainy things. Hydrochoral brains. I know where the second one is, or one of the other ones is. It's this one. Study hydrochoral brains. The second brain has been found comparing its electrical activity. The first study reveals both specimens are mysteriously in sync. Alright, so we need to study 2 more brains. Now, I know there's the brain down here. So we're going to make our way back down there and try to have a chat with the brainy. Alright, let us see. We'll get a pharma lab to get a little extra health. And this is probably going to be our last turn for this video. I'm not trading anywhere that they can get more than me because I'm a greedy pig. Gotta get around all these frickin' aliens though, Jesus. Need another worker. Just keep moving my explorer through the mess that is this planet. At least this gives me something to do with my explorers rather than just aimlessly explore. I'm sure through this guide and the last guide I hear people screaming at me that I haven't picked up everything. Or I haven't done all the expedition modules, but I tend to only like to do the progenitor ruins. Because, you know. Not that everything else is too mainstream, but I just don't feel like wasting an expedition module on anything else when I could be getting a progenitor ruin and potentially getting an easy contact victory. Alright. We'll get a cutter? Naval... Oh, that's the upgrade. Okay. Okie dokie. I got you. Alright, we'll do a cruiser then. We will get a trade depot up and running there. Get a mine. We must make our way to this other meteorite facility. Relationship with CEO Suzanne Fielding is in jeopardy. I didn't even know I was in a relationship with her. She didn't even ask me out. I wanted flowers and chocolate. Bitch just assumes we're on a date now. I know the ladies want, but I just said I was going to end this. Like, alright, I'm ending this at the beginning of this turn. So, That's my ADD. Great work, guys. Alright, so as always, like and subscribe for more content. Leave a comment with any questions or anything that I've said that you want clarification on, or anything that I've said that you know the answer to. You can feel free to answer it. Like I said in my last video, it could be a few videos before I actually get around to reading and then responding to questions and answers, so sorry about that. And yeah, and let me know what other games you'd like to see with Rising Tide, but other than that, I will see you guys next time.